Take off.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll be watching Terry McLaurin. He's been torching secondaries all season.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Danny Johnson returning. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. Bringing him out is the pride of North Dakota State. Now in his 7th NFL season, Carson Wentz. Here's Gibson to start the drive. They juked him, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Wentz. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It was Anthony Barr that time who got in there and made the play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Once more, Gibson. And he'll power his way up near the 25. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Wentz to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Fielded at the 33. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 42 yards. woods. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Witt's going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Throwing now is Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 21 yards. Well done on the return. So it's all down to this, Week 18 on the NFL schedule. And that means that once we sort things out, we'll all be set for our second ever Super Wild Card weekend, which I think everyone agrees was a runaway success last year. We've got 2 games coming up on Saturday, 3 more on Sunday. And then we'll put a bow on it Monday night. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game. That game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my God.
Oh, he fakes a spike. He's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Dak Prescott, 14 yards. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Inside give to Elliott. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The tackle by Cole Holcomb. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Prescott down. Touchdown! Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0 Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode here. The interception he threw on the previous drive, of course, led to the touchdown. And that deficit widening a little bit further. 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Micah Parsons coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. To try again after the sack. Wentz. And this one too low.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And that is caught in the 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. These two teams met up earlier in the year back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there. So they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting. Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for him. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Straight ahead, Gibson. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd down at the 13-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibson. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Draw play, Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Elliott going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. One man to the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it again. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th and goal as they look to finish this one off. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
The kick is good. Makes the score Cowboys.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. Looking to throw. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had 8.